Welcome to day 21. I've left the village that I stayed in. Just a quick note, because I don't think I added to the last video. It was the right route through the jungle yesterday, and I did find a hotel. It was pretty grim, really dirty. It was just like the walls were dirty, everything. Difficult to get some sleep there. I think I only got about 4 hours because there were quite a lot of insects in the room, and they kind of like, you turn the lights off and every now and again one will just drop on you, wakes you up. I'm not a big fan of lots of insects in my room. Some people are fine with that. Anyway, I've left that town now. I've got issues on the heels of my feet, quite big blisters, so it's only really an issue when I'm walking, like now up this hill. If I run and I'm on the toes of my feet, then it's fine, I don't feel it. So it's kind of encouraging me to do a bit more running today. I think because the shoes I'm in, obviously they're running shoes, I overpronate my feet, so my feet kind of roll in. So they've got lots of support on the heel on the inside, which is fine when you're running, and it kind of keeps your foot straight and bedded properly. But as soon as you walk, there's a lot of pressure on that point on the inside of the heel, and that just over time builds up into a massive blister, and not just one blister, but blisters within blisters and on top of other blisters, and a whole inception of blisters. So yeah, we just wanted to mention coming out of here in terms of basically when I come into a village, and I've mentioned before, I kind of hope for the best, expect the worst, obviously constantly on my guard, just keeping an eye out for anyone wanting to even just scam me or anything like that, you know, or worse. And I don't really think about too much, or I haven't thought before, about what I look like to the locals, you know. And obviously, when I think about it, I think a lot can find me quite intimidating. Obviously, I'm a very unusual face around here. My running poles, I think they kind of worry some people if I've got them out, or especially if I'm just holding them, if I'm just walking along a flat and I'm just holding them horizontally, you know, they just look like two big black sticks. It's a bit strange to walk into a village like that. If I walk into a village, I try to either pack them away or use them as a walking stick, which most people can recognize. But even then, people still ask me, what are they? So yeah. And the other thing is, if I am running along a road or a path or whatever, no one, you know, I've never seen anyone run here. Obviously people walk only if they have to get about, but apart from that, it's mopeds, tractors, buses, that kind of thing. So if I'm running, it kind of makes me look even more. So I hit the power button then accidentally, so I paused the video. So if I am running, I look even more intimidating, and I've just got to be constantly aware of that, you know. Like, for example, there was an incident just back there where I was along this kind of road, and there was a lady walking in the direction that I was running. I saw her quite far ahead, so what I normally do is I cross to the other side of the road anyway, so it doesn't look like I'm kind of coming up behind her. And I slowed right down when I was with her. I tried to look as relaxed as possible, and just looking around, you know, scenery, checking my watch, that kind of thing. Trying to appear as least threatening as possible. But when she looked around and saw me, she obviously got quite frightened, and she kind of picked up her pace and then just started running away. I felt bad, obviously. I just stopped and walked and just tried to smile on my face, that kind of thing. There were people just in front of her, kind of thing, and she just turned a corner, only kind of a few meters, and then stopped and then looked, and hopefully she just realised that I'm some weirdo kind of doing something that's very unusual to her. Anyway, everyone else is fine. It's just the odd people. I guess I just caught her off guard. She probably didn't notice me until I was quite close. Just something I've got to keep in mind, that's all. Just to add to that incident where the lady got visibly frightened, And that's actually the first time that someone that I've noticed has actually got scared to the point of they kind of break out into a jog in the opposite direction. And that's why I put it on the video. What I do notice is someone will notice you and suddenly, like if they've got a child with them, they'd grab the hand of the child or just stop, kind of like step off the path or something like that and just watch you kind of thing. That happens as well, but even that is rare. You know, I'm certainly not saying that everyone is scared of me here or anything like that. You know, the huge majority of people seem to be intrigued rather than anything else. Lots just stare when you're running past or walking past, and then you get everything along the spectrum. You know, there's that at one end, and at the other end you've got people that when they see you and they're kind of like off the road in the house or something, and they're just shouting, welcome, welcome, hello. And they come running over and they're like kind of tripping up and just to kind of catch up with you and say hello and have a conversation, that kind of thing. So it's basically that's at one end, and then what happened with the lady that got a bit frightened, that's at the other end. And most of it is at the relaxed, friendly, hello kind of end, or in the middle where people are just kind of curious and just looking to see who you are and what you're doing. I'm struggling a little bit today, to be honest. In 2 days' time, including today, I'm going to be entering a big city. So inevitably, as you get close to a big city, it's all roads around it. So today is just this kind of road. Pretty uneventful day. Just kind of covering the miles to get there. I mean, I've totally got my eyes set on that hotel in 2 days' time, where I'm going to take 2 nights, 1 full day's rest. It's from where I started this morning, it's 45 miles to the city, so I need to split that between 2 days. And rather helpfully, there's a fairly large city exactly halfway, so the mileage is fairly small. I've just got to get there, and it's one of those days where I've just got my eyes on the mileage and I keep checking it because I just want to get to the hotel. And my plan was to get there fairly early, like maybe 3 or 4 o'clock, so I can actually just get to a hotel and actually relax and recover, and treat that as a kind of like a little bit of a rest day. The thing that's really slowing me down is my feet. You know, they're just screaming out for a break. Everything else is actually fine. You know, I was thinking my calves every now and again a little bit tight. Maybe only 2 or 3 days during the entire trip. Quads, hamstrings, totally fine. It's just my feet. They're taking a lot of pressure, especially in this heat, being just kind of trapped in the shoes. And the blisters, obviously. I'm stepping really awkwardly. I'm almost limping the whole distance, and that really slows me down. And just makes it awkward. If I could just relax and walk normally, or run comfortably, that would make it so much easier, but I just can't. And that's why I need rest day. I need my feet to recover, and hopefully after these next few days they will do just that. I'll probably still tape them up just to make them feel even better and to protect them in the following week. We'll see. But anyway, today, yeah, just being honest, today is a little bit of a struggle. I just want to get to the hotel now, and the plan is just to have a shower and actually get a snooze in the middle of the day if I can, and then wake up, have some food, and then go back to bed again. So I've made it to Tulsipur. This, I just thought I'd show you around. This actually is quite a big place. This is where my hotel is. This is where I'm going to have a little bit of a rest. Not too much because I'm setting off tomorrow. This is quite cool. I've not been to a place like this yet on this trip. It's pretty big. And the place that I'm staying at tomorrow is supposed to be even bigger. I kind of want to have a little bit of an explore around here, but my feet are just screaming at me. I just, I'm kind of crawling along, and I just feel sleepy. My eyes are closing. I wish I was well rested for here, really, but never mind.